When you look at Giancarlo right now, what do you see?
Just some kind of presence in the middle of our lineup.
And Stanton drives one deep left center. He'll watch this one fly. A booming home run, Giancarlo Stanton.
That's, of course, what he's capable of. I mean, that ball is absolutely nailed.
Tying run at first. Go ahead run at the plate. Stanton golfs one way back there, scraping the sky.
Are you kidding me? Giancarlo Stanton made for the moment. Again.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Anzo. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Giancarlo Stanton. He's back. Big G is back. The guy that is one of the most clutchest players I have ever seen on the Yankees, obviously in recent years. And he's finally back. So this first game back against the Angels was a pretty interesting game. For sure, I would say he was one of the most productive guys on the team. He went 2 for 4 and pretty solid outing, especially for his first at-bat this season. Keep in mind, he did have some injuries having to do with his calf, and not only that, but also with his tennis elbows, and just a whole situation in the beginning of the season that we didn't know if we were really going to see Stanton anytime soon. And after 70 days on the injured list, he finally came back. So basically, Stanton, out of his 4 at-bats, his first one was a hard hit to third base. It was pretty interesting, pretty exciting to see him come back in that form and still have that velocity off his bat. That was really cool to see. His second at-bat was a lot better. He hit the ball, got a base hit on a sinker. His third at-bat made him look funny. Like the guy was just swinging, outside. The ball was way out off the plate. And for the fourth at-bat, that was a lot better. He came in clutch and he got a double. Towards the end of the game, basically they subbed out Stanton to have Dominguez basically go and pinch run. And so that was enough of Stanton there, but definitely I would say a solid outing from Stanton, seeing him out there going 2 for 4. I definitely liked what I saw there. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below.
What were you looking for in Giancarlo to tell you that everything was good?
Tonight?
Yeah.
No, I already felt like he was good.
No, but just physically.
Oh, I don't know. I thought he moved well, on his double. I think where I've seen seems like as he's been, getting his live ABs and then the rehab stint, feel like his timing with the fastball has been good. And then, now it's just about continuing to do it over and over and seeing how he bounces back every day. But I thought he looked sharp.
How you thought Stanton looked? Do you think he's going to make an impact? Will he do something for the Yankees that they've been missing this whole season? Let me know in the comments down below.
Getting on the plane last night, I talked to him after our game, and we were flying home right before we took off, and just made sure we're good to go. He had a really good work day yesterday here, where he did a lot of hitting and getting ready, and he feels good to go. So excited to get the big boy back.
Now, the Yankees did have to make some space in order to get Stanton up there, and so they did have to DFA Pablo Reyes.
To make room for Giancarlo Stanton on the roster, they designated Pablo Reyes for assignment. Aaron Boone said it was a tough one. He's such a good teammate. He's an absolute pro. He probably deserved a little more playing time than he got, but that's just not the way it shook out due to the roster. Aaron Boone went on to say, selfishly, he hopes that Pablo Reyes stays with the organization.
Now, for the rest of the game, it was pretty disappointing. I mean, the Yankees got all the way to the 11th inning. There was some sloppy, I wouldn't say sloppy base running, but it definitely did look like Dominguez was kind of lost out there. He kept going to third and he wasn't looking up. Of course, he was going hard, running down the line.
And what'd you think of that play that Renfroe made late on Dominguez?
Yeah, really good. Obviously, kind of a tough luck one there, and with Jason, trying to steal the base there, and Renfroe kind of holding his ground enough there to have the wherewithal and the concentration to catch it while getting wiped out there. So, yeah, good job by him.
I mean, it's just something's off. The base running's off. A lot of things are looking off there. There was a few plays that definitely the Yankees could have improved on, but losing this game was pretty tough, especially to an Angels team that really isn't that good. This was really just a pitcher's duel. Some positives out of this.
Bill, how good was Clark Schmidt? He really went today.
Clark, maybe as good as he's been. That's saying something because he's had a lot of really good outings. I just thought he was so efficient. Like even his misses were not, he wasn't spraying the ball at all, which he can do sometimes and has done at times this year. I thought he was just really sharp with his stuff. And I like just the last couple times out, he's expanded his arsenal a little bit, and that's important for him. So you're especially facing a heavy right-handed lineup, being able to use the sinker to go with the cutter and mixing in some four seam too. So I thought he was really sharp tonight.
Clark Schmidt did an amazing job pitching basically into the 8th, almost into the 9th, and the bullpen was pretty solid too. Jonathan Loaizaga ended up giving up that run that ended up costing the Yankees the game and losing 1-0 in 11 innings. Volpe had a chance at the end. A lot of players actually had a chance at the end.
In the 11th inning there, bases loaded, Volpe at the plate with a new pitcher on the mound. Would you have liked to have seen him take a pitch in that situation?
Not necessarily. I mean, first pitch is the best one to hit sometimes. So I didn't see if it was off the plate, not a good pitch to go after. That might be the case, but we got to be ready to go there.
Or some of these other players that had a chance, they kept walking Judge intentionally, so Judge really couldn't be of any use towards the end of the game. And yeah, it came down to the little things. Yankees did not make it happen to win this game. Unfortunately, they lost 1-0, and this is pretty bad. I mean, it's not the end of the world, of course not, but this is the first time that the Yankees do lose 4 games in a row, especially after being swept by the Boston Red Sox. And the Yankees are going to have to pick their heads up and going into the next game 2 against the Angels and definitely beat up on them. This was definitely a team that the Yankees could have easily won. There were some times right there where Bellinger either hit the ball, whether it was Judge, and some of these guys would hit the ball and it would look like it was going out, but it just died.
Tonight was a little bit of both. Where I thought we hit a number of balls on the screws, even there late. Cody just misses a couple to right. Goldie stepped on that ball to left center. So we were barreling some balls up, but then, but that said, we're not punching any across, not hitting the home run, and we had a couple situations where, we could have produced a run there late and weren't able to take advantage of it.
And DJ doesn't get the bunt down the first time, but takes the bunt off after that. Did you want him bunting there, or was he? Was the first base in? So
yeah. So that was kind of an option that after that first one, just based on where the defense was. Yeah.
The ball just died. It hit the warning track, and that's where it ended. And so, tough loss. But a positive is that Stanton is back.
Yeah, it's great to be back. Obviously want to win. It's good to be back out there. I thought I saw the ball pretty well, besides one at bat. So we just working on that, make sure my timing's geared up, get rolling.
How do you feel physically right now?
Good. It was a solid first day. And take it in tomorrow.
And it's good to see him back playing, getting back in shape, getting back, and hopefully it's not really hurting him as much as injuries. I know that I did see some reports early on that he was playing through all of these injuries, in the playoffs and things like that. Hopefully that tennis elbow, at least it's better. Hopefully he's doing better. We're just going to have to see with time. We just know that we got to reserve him for the playoffs. That's where Stanton really shines. And, that's basically the game, guys. Really, really tough watch. Great to see the pitching. Everything else, the Yankees could have really won this. It's really unfortunate, but let me know what you guys think down below. How did you think about Stanton's performance going 2 for 4?
Couple hard hit balls for Stanton tonight. Just what'd you think of his return?
Yeah, I thought he was great. I mean, first at bat, too, first and second there, again, off Soriano, who's tough to get the ball in the air, tough to get, especially for righties. You know, he smokes that ball to third. You know, you watch Renifo play, that thing's gaining on him in a hurry. And then, you know, 2 more, you know, gets the base hit and then smokes the double to get us going there in the ninth. So, yeah, I thought he looked really good.
What'd you think about the other players? Volpe, do you think he should have hit that ball and, you know, win the game for us like he's done many times in the past before? How do you feel about Jason Dominguez on base running and him basically just, I don't know, just diving into players' knees and not really? I feel like there's something off there. There's some fundamental loss of knowledge there that the Yankees have, that we saw in the World Series against the Dodgers, we saw against the Red Sox, just like fundamentals that, you know, we've seen reports on this where the Yankees don't really have that fundamentals down, and that the Dodgers took advantage of that and said, hey, look, we just got to put the ball in play and let them fumble. And so I think it's a little bit of that. Hopefully the Yankees can start getting into form. Of course, it's just mid-season, but it's good to have Giancarlo's back, and that's where I'm most excited. Clark Smith did an amazing job. That's also another really good, positive thing about this game. And at the end of the day, other news is basically Jake Cousins is going to be out for the season. He has to have Tommy John. That's unfortunate because definitely last year he had a great year. He had like a 2.3 something ERA, really solid season for him, and he's definitely going to be missed in that bullpen. That's about it, guys. Let me know in the comments down below, how do you guys feel about this game? If you guys were able to watch it, if you were able to see some highlights. Definitely, it was a tough one to watch, but the Yankees definitely can have this sort of game once in a while, but they got to win these. These are the games that you got to beat up against the Angels. You got to beat up the Red Sox. You got to beat up these teams. I don't know what else to say. But thank you guys for watching. As always, I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the comments down below. I love answering each and every single one of you guys. So if you have an opinion, a thought, hit me down below, and I'll make sure to answer you as soon as possible. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, and let's go Yankees.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go.